Backyard Lumberjack here. We are going to make some fried catfish today. Let's see if we can get this fire started with some wood right here. Got some fresh kindling, and hopefully things go all right. But if it doesn't, I got my outside burner and we got the propane. But let's get this put started. I got the catfish, some fresh catfish too. Yeah, we about to get this going. Catfish is good. Let me know if y'all ever had catfish, fried catfish at that. We about to get this going. See if y'all got a good view. Gotta make sure the view is right. Everything look all right. Everything look copacetic. Okay. All right, let's get it. Mm-hmm. Get a little better view there. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's see how we gonna get this started here. Put some, we got some dry paper here, and I'm gonna start sticking some of this thing in. Put a few pieces right here. And this right here, this is an old wood burning stove that's all kind of rusted out. Got a bottom part right there. Put the headphones on. You're not on? Hold up. Sound check. Yeah, sound check. We're doing a sound check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Need y'all let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, good. We got to get this going. All right. So, got a lighter here. Now we got some lighter fluid just so if we can expedite things, we will. Let's get this going right here. Uh-huh. Okay, cool. Just put a few pieces of kindling right across there. Uh-huh. It's nice dry wood. It should start burning fairly quickly, hopefully. Okay. And I got some bigger pieces like this one right here. I want to start busting this down. I think this is dry enough to burn, but we got some decent pieces in here. We got some bigger pieces we want to start burning here. Yeah, that kindling look like it's starting to catch. Mm-hmm. Stick a few more of that dryness in there, and let it start working its way to the bigger pieces. Yeah, we're gonna cook some fried catfish. I got my ingredients over there. Mm-hmm. We gotta bust this down. This piece too big. Okay. Let's see what else we can work in there. And I don't want it coming past this top perimeter right here because I got a grate right here. So I don't want to go above my grate, but I'm gonna start stacking this wood in here. Get a nice fire burning. I'll stick some more kindling pieces in there. Uh-huh. Let me get my mallet because I want to start busting some of this up right here. Y'all let me know. Y'all ever had fried catfish? Fried catfish. That's what's on the menu today. What I do on my... I got it right here. Okay. All right. We didn't need much of that paper. Oh, yeah. Now we cooking. See if we can get this log right here going. Nice. Okay. And we got some more pieces just in case we need it. Busting some of this stuff down. What happened? Say it again. No. It's not a catch and cook. Not today. Not today. I wish it was, but not today. I'm not a fan of some of the bodies of water around where I live. Not a fan of it. So I'm not doing catch and cook today. I do catch and cook in the backyard. So I have made squirrel. I put squirrel on pizza. I have made rabbit. Caught a rabbit in the backyard. You know, took him down fast, put him right on the grill, skinned him, put him right on the grill. You can go back watch some of those older videos. I definitely did catch and cook in the backyard for sure. Let me see if we can bust this down to a smaller piece. No, this don't want to split. I might have to split this more. Or maybe it fits in there. Oh no, it fits. That'll work. Just work it down a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. All right, let's get our grate on there. Looks like we got enough wood in there for now. Maybe I should have a couple more pieces ready, just in case. Just in case. Put this off to the side. All right. Now, what y'all think? We're doing fried catfish. So I got a skillet here. Y'all let me know what you think. We should rock with a skillet or a wok. Which one would you rather fry in, skillet or wok? I'm thinking we might go with the wok. It's a little bit more bold at the bottom, and it'll retain a little bit more of that oil in there. You know, it's not gonna spread out as much. Give me a nice fry. But I'm doing catfish nuggets and I'm doing catfish fillets. So which way would the fillets feel like? Maybe the fry better in the skillet there. But let's go wok. Let's go wok. It's the wok with the wooden handle. I think it's a carbon steel wok. Damn it. I got some ash in there, man. I'll clean this ash out a little bit. All right. So we're gonna get this on the fire. We need a little bit. Do we need another piece of wood in there? It's not too hot. Can we use it? Yeah, we can use another piece right there. All right, let's get this going. Let's get this fire going. Let's get this oil heated up. All right. So while this oil's heating up, hopefully we don't start an oil fire, right? Get that oil heated up. That's enough. We're gonna get let's get the catfish seasoned up. All right. We got some ingredients. Let's get our ingredients dialed in. All right. All right. So I got a little bag for garbage. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up some eggs here. Put our eggs on my top, and we cracking eggs. Let me know, how do you like to cook fish? How you like to fry fish? If y'all fry fish, you ever had fried catfish? Hope we don't get too much ash frying up out and getting into my oil there. That fire's going good. Now I think I forgot something to mix the eggs with. Do I have something to mix my eggs? I need a fork. I need a fork to mix my eggs. I might have to end up running and going and getting that. Y'all bear with me. All right. In the meantime, between time, yeah, yeah. Open the thing. Open the thing right there. Uh, oh, let me get the fork. Yeah, 2 seconds, y'all. Okay. All right. We back. We back. All right. So we got our egg wash here. Let's get our egg wash mixed up. Did I get a shell in there? No. I'm gonna start have a shell in there. No, ain't no shell in there. Get our egg wash going. Mm-hmm. No. I think I keep seeing a shell. No, that's not a shell. All right. Good enough. That's cool. Now it's time to make our flour. All right. So I got some flour here. And then we're going to season that flour. We're not just doing bland catfish. We're not doing that. All right. And I got my gloves. So I got my gloves for when I'm ready to put my fish in the batter. But first ingredient into the flour, we're doing some granulated garlic. Now that's a decent amount of flour, so we gotta make sure we're real liberal with that granulated garlic there. I'm gonna hit the other side. Don't be, don't be bashful. That's a lot, but I like garlic. We got the granulated onion. Now we're not gonna go too crazy with this one. No, no sir. Not too crazy with the onion. That's enough. What we got? We got some pepper. Hit it with some pepper. Not too much. The babies don't like that. All right. We got some sea salt. Don't want to OD. You got to have a good eye for the salt. Don't want to OD on the salt. All right, that's cool. What else we got? So look, most of this batch, I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to go too crazy. But when I start getting to the last of the batch, I'm going to hit it with the Cajun stuff. But my wife and the babies don't really like the Cajun too much, so I'm not going to put the Cajun in there right now. Maybe some of the Cajun, some red pepper flakes. That's cool for now. Let's mix this up. A nice mixture on there. Almost look like I know what I'm doing, right? All right. Oh, shit. What's going on behind me? Something fell. All right, so where we at right now? That oil look like it's starting to bubble. How do we know if this thing is ready? We're gonna hit it with some flour. That flour start to sizzle like that. Oh, this thing is primed up and ready. So let's get it. It's time to get it. Put my gloves on because I don't want that saucy catfish all over my hands. And what should we go? Nuggets or fillets first? Nuggets or fillets first? I think we might go fillets first. Yeah, this thing nice and hot. All right, got the nuggets here. Let's go fillet. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna do a fillet. Catfish fillet. Let's talk about it. I got my tongs here for when that's done. Let's open up the egg wash. Let's get our ingredients up out the way. We don't really need that right there. All right, so egg wash, flour. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the flour first. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the flour first, and then we're gonna go into the egg wash because the flour is gonna really give a little bit of something for the egg wash to grab onto, and then we're gonna go back into the flour and get a nice coating on there. So that's what we got going on right now. Save ourselves a little space. See what these fillets looking like. Not bad. That's what we're working with. Catfish fillets right here. Nice. Make a nice sandwich with it. Whatever works for you. Move this wood out the way. So we're going into the flour first. Our seasoned flour, I might add. Get a nice little coating on there, like nice little dusting. Shake it, because you don't want too much flour in your egg wash, because it starts to become real thick, and we don't want it all thick in there. It's gonna be a waste of the egg right there. So nice little coating right there. Everything coated up, and boom, into the flour. Mix that around. Mix that around. Make sure you get all the nooks and crannies. All right, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, we're going in. We're gonna see this oil might be too hot, if anything. Let's see what we're working with. Okay. I see. Might got to push that in there a bit. Let's get the tail in there. Oh, we cooking up nice. Yeah, we cooking up nice there. Next one going in. We're going in the flour here with the next one. Wow, that's cooking up real nice. Just make sure you keep an eye on it, right? You don't want to burn it. And if it's cooking fast like that, we might want to flip soon. All right, next catfish going in the egg wash. Yeah, I might want to flip that now. Out of that egg wash, into the flour, into the batter. That mixed in there real nice. Now, I'm going to be switching gloves pretty often. I don't want to cross-contaminate, and I don't want to be making too much of a mess. So I'm going to be going for new gloves pretty often. But I got my pan here, but we getting ready to, I need someone to put that when it's ready to come out. Need my tongs. Time to flip. Let's check it out. That thing looking beautiful. Oh, nice. Flip him over. I might have could have stayed in the go with the skillet, with the fillets. That's a nice fillet. And wood ash. Wood ash ain't gonna kill nobody though. It's natural. All right, let's check on this one. Because when that fish fillet come out, I want this one going right in. We don't want to play no games. All the nooks and crannies, like we said. Because when you start bending it and you start getting in, you want to get all that flour in the creases. You want to get a nice crisp, a nice coating of that breading on there. That's what bring that catfish home. That breading, fried catfish. What's up, chat? I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Backyard Lumberjack on a Sunday. Easter. Happy Easter for those that celebrate. Again, I appreciate it. I just made a post today. 1,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,000. I appreciate y'all for following, tuning in, supporting the channel. I appreciate every last one of y'all. All right, this one's primed and ready to go. I think this catfish, this thing look about done. We don't want to OD on the cook. Oh yeah, this thing is nice. I should have brought out a grate so it could drain properly. I didn't bring one out. It's all good. We might need to add some more wood. Yeah, we need to add some more wood under there too. All right, so we're gonna put this out the way. All right, let's put this pan down here. We need All right, so yeah, I'll come get that in a minute. I'm gonna put this off to the side for a second, and we got to get some more wood in there because although this fire is not going out, we got coals in there, but we want to keep this fire going. We got another coal right there. We want to keep this fire going. All right, so let's get some fresh wood in there while the fire is still lit and it's not just all coals in there. All right, so let's put our grate back on. Okay. I don't know how hot that thing was. All right, pan back on the fire. All right, fire's gonna be working its way back up. Let's give it a test. Make sure it's still good. See how warm it is. Oh yeah, nah, it's still frying. Fish going in. Nice. That's nice right there. Ne uh, man, that thing definitely frying. Y'all hear it? Nice. Let me know. Y'all can hear that? I ain't off my regular mic there. I got the headphone mic. But this thing cooking. Yeah, she frying nice. But let's take care of this next fish. Like I said, one come out, one go in. Like clockwork. Steady rotation. Uh-huh. I wanted to come out here and do the Swedish log stoves. I'll do that on a different day, but I came out a little late. It rained today, and we have all wet wood. So what I had to, I didn't have much that was not dry enough to do the Swedish log stove, and that would have took a little bit longer. And I wanted to get this out the way before it got too dark. Into the egg wash. Let that drip off. Not too much egg wash in the flour. You don't want the flour getting too clumpy. All right. Nice little toss there. All the nooks and crannies, like we said. We want to have a nice crispy fry on there. All right, let's go bring our pan over here for taking it out. Let's get the close up on that done fish. That done fish look nice. Nice, beautiful catfish right there. Fried catfish. Cooked with wood. This is natural fuel right here. Working with all wood fuel. No, it's not ready to turn yet. Not just yet. All right. While we waiting, let's get rid of some of this garbage over here. Put this in a little garbage bag. Clean up our mess. It's almost ready to turn. Y'all like cooking outdoors? Let me know. What we into? Might be running out of dry wood to burn. Might have to burn some of that partial. We might finish. Who knows? Yeah, look, it's floating. It's starting to float. So we're gonna give it a turn. Oh, nice. And that fire going. That fire going under there. I just finished making some of the stuff that's gonna go on the side. I just made a fresh batch of rice in the house. I mean, I could have made it outside, but too time consuming to be out here trying to do all that. The rice was quick in the house over the stove. All right. And then we got the nuggets, catfish nuggets coming next. It's about another minute. Let's change this glove, open this up. Let's see. What we working with? We got the 7mm gloves. That's my preference. They don't break that easy. Y'all let me know what y'all having for dinner tonight. What y'all doing for Easter Sunday? for those that celebrate. And for those that don't, just what you having for dinner. And have you ever made fried catfish? Have you ever had fried catfish? Uh-huh. All right, so let's open up this bag of nuggets. And this is just the stuff that they couldn't make fillets with. So they make nuggets out of it. They call it nuggets. You can go to your local deli, maybe in your local supermarket. They probably should have it. I get mine from either like ShopRite or Stop and Shop. And this is what the nuggets look like. The little trimmings of stuff that they don't make into fillets. Well, you can see right here. These little trimmings of stuff that they cut off around the edges and whatnot, and they don't make full fillets with. That looks nice and marketable to sell. So they just make it for little nuggets that they sell. And they sell for about half price. I got this for about $4.99, I believe. But this is what we're working with next. Throwing a bunch of nuggets in there. So I got my other fish to the side, and I'm gonna do the whole batch at one time. Not in the pan at one time, but as far as battering them, I'm gonna do it all at one time. We ain't gonna play games with it. Let's get this in our bag here. All right, so because I'm about to take this out and touch my tongs, we don't want to cross-contaminate. I'm gonna change my gloves again. All right, this fish gotta come out. He's spending too much time in that bath. Get out of here. Let that drip off a bit. That's nice. She pretty. She pretty. Yeah, she nice right there. Uh-huh. Beautiful fillets right there. All right. Oh, get another glove. Next one going in. All right, so look, this is what I'm gonna do. Before I put that next one in, I'm gonna slide some of this kindling right through our grate there. We need some more, keep this thing going nice. Just gonna slide that in there. Yeah, that went right in there. So, yeah, that thing keep this flame going nice and hot. The kindling burn extra hot. All right. Next fillet going in. Okay. Nice. All right. So that's all the catfish nuggets right here. All them nuggets. I'm just gonna get them all battered up. A light dusting of this batter right here. And this thing frying nice right there. Get a light dusting before it gets an egg wash bath. Something light, right? Uh-huh. Shake it off into the egg wash bath. Now we want to take all of them out because we don't want to get mixed up on which one didn't get the egg wash bath and which one did. So just gonna shake them all off. Catfish doing good over there in the pan. Which one would you rather have, the full fillets or the nuggets? I don't know. That fillet look good, but the nuggets are just like easy finger food. Like you want to just eat some of those while you cooking the rest. The fillets, I want to bring that in the house and put that on the plate. Something, something nice. Present that nice on the table to the family. Uh-huh. Just looking for the rest of these boys, these bad things right here. What we having for dinner? I don't know if anybody said anything. What we having for dinner? Any more? Doesn't feel like it's too much more in here. Okay. I feel like that's about it. Let's get that egg wash bath. Time for the egg wash bath here. Uh-huh. So we got a little bit of something we don't want. We're not putting that in there. But something like that you might could expect when they just doing the trimmings. That was a little bit of not just the meat there. And that happens. We got a little bit more, something else right there. I'm just gonna pull that right off. It's all good. All right. Now it's ready back to go back in the flour. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Nice. Then that catfish ready to turn. And that's a good measurement. We ain't got much egg left, so we were good. Uh-huh. All right, catfish turning over. Ooh. Oh yeah, a little bit much time on there. I mean, that's not bad. It's not too crazy. It's not bad. Spent a little bit. I could have turned it a little bit earlier, but we ain't got to be perfect. We just got to get the food done. Make it taste good. Make it presentable. But it ain't got to be perfect. We got all these nuggets that got to go in there. Let's get some toss in here. And then we got to get on all the nooks and crannies. Because some of the stuff is like curled. And you want to make sure you get all inside the curls and all that. So you got to kind of finger these a little bit. Play with them. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think. In the summer, I do a lot of cooking outside. I might come outside, make some breakfast, bacon, egg, and cheese, toast the bread on a cast iron. I done did it. Would y'all like to see those type of videos, man? Come out here, whether it be Swedish log stove, the wood. I got plenty of wood to burn. We just gotta make sure it's dry. So make sure some of the stuff stays tarped, because most of the wood that I've just been cutting recently and everything that I had outside is all wet because it rained all day. Just stopped raining. All right, so I'm gonna put this right here for when I put that in there. And we getting ready to come out with this fish. It don't need much. Yeah, it didn't need much on the other side. Strip that off of there. And like I said, it's just a little brown spot. This thing is beautiful. All right, let's put that right to the side. Okay, nice. And we going in. We going back in. Come on. With the nuggets. We're not getting all these nuggets in this pan right here. Not at one time. Not at all. And you want to be kind of fast about it, because you don't want stuff to be undercooked while some of the other stuff is still need more time. If you can make it come out evenly, make it come out evenly. But you know, if not, it is what it is. I just prefer not to just be putting in raw fish and taking out the fresh fish. That's just my preference. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at that. 3 beautiful pieces of fried catfish cooked outside on the wood burner stove. Damn. Huh? All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a lot of salt. Eh? We're gonna see. Let's taste it. Somebody said they think that was a lot of salt. We're gonna give it a taste. I'll let y'all know. Give an honest opinion. It was also a lot of flour and egg wash. So that stuff might tend to balance it out. But I'll let y'all know. Let me get one of these pieces that's already done and cooled down. Oh. It was not too much salt. Actually, it could have stood to have a little bit more. It's not too much salt. It looked like it, but it's not. You know, you gotta have an eye for it. Like I said, you know, be a little bit more liberal with the salt, because you mix it in with a ton of flour. Oh, I had a ton of flour in here. You couldn't really tell how much flour was in the bowl, but it wasn't too much salt. So I'm probably still gonna um maybe like I'm halfway through this batch right here. I'm gonna hit it with some of that Cajun seasoning, and that has salt in it too, a little bit. And I'm gonna make the last of it more spicy for me. So this is for the family for the most part. This is for the family, and then I'm gonna put that last batch in there. We're gonna hit it with that Cajun seasoning, and we're gonna spice that up because I like spicy. All right, so let's check on this right here. This is that fire is nice and hot, so this will cook pretty quickly. And nice little turn on there. Just split that one on accident. It's all good though. This stuff on the bottom, I just gotta make sure. The bottom is the hottest. What happened? And somebody said an incredible gift. I mean, like the cooking or to be able to cook outside for free. I'm not sure what you were referring to, but we got some beautiful catfish here, some beautiful catfish fillets, some catfish nuggets, and we're cooking with free wood, so free fuel. So, I'm not having to pay on my electricity bill, my gas bill to cook. Just cooking outside with stuff I'm able to source for free. Just being resourceful. Okay, doctor, somebody. I didn't catch what my wife has said. My wife is referring. She's letting me know about who's commenting. But you said hi. I appreciate it. Hello. Appreciate you for stopping by, checking out what we got going on here, Backyard Lumberjack. Oh, and one thing I want to mention, like, there's a lot of people that stop by in the analytics show. A lot of people don't subscribe. They're just checking out the content, which is cool. If you don't like it, I understand. You don't have to. But if you're willing to do me that favor, please subscribe so we can keep this content going. I'm willing to take suggestions as far as like content, what people want to see. We definitely do a lot more of what people want to see. All right, this ready to come out. We don't need too much time on the nuggets. The nuggets aren't like massive fillets that need all that time. So when it looks good, we're taking out. This one definitely needs to come out. It's breaking. These little nuggets come right out. These are real tender. hmm It's so tender. Look how it's just falling apart. Nice, flaky, beautiful fried catfish. And I don't went fishing for catfish before. I done caught some massive catfish out of a river. And although I did eat it, if you if anybody can relate, if you ever caught catfish and cut it up and broke it down yourself, the bigger the catfish, the harder their heads are. And that catfish, that massive catfish I caught, his head was so hard, I couldn't cut through it. I had to go get a saw to cut through his head to cut his head off. Catfish, their heads are hard as a rock, but their flesh, yeah, tastes good though. Let's turn this over for a second. Get the rest of these babies out of here. These baby pieces. Uh huh. Let's get whatever else is floating in there. Do any of y'all go fishing? Do y'all fish for catfish? I haven't in a long time, but I have done it though. I enjoy fishing. All right, so some of that batter, it's not the best on there, but I think this is definitely done. But we're gonna take this out and find a spot for it. Nestle that in between there. Let that drip off of there. Now fire is still going good. This thing is nice and hot. Still. Let's sit that right there. Next batch going in. You know what? This next batch just gonna be for me. How about that? I'm gonna hit it with the Cajun seasoning now. The rest is mine. Yeah. Hold up. Oh, this thing ain't even open yet. Let's hit it with some of this Cajun style all-purpose seasoning. Spicy Louisiana. Classic. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's taste a little bit here. I'll rock with it. Let's see what might stick to this. I don't know what'll stick to it by now, because I don't really got this thing all seasoned up. But if it sticks, more power. More power to the food. And that thing ain't blazing right now, but it's still on fire, and we got a lot of coals down there. So we're still good. This is the last batch anyways. We got enough fuel for that last batch. We got a couple logs in there that are still down to coals pretty much. Let's see what sticks on this. Anything? A little bit. A little bit. Nothing too crazy. All right, let's go. Going in. Last batch. Yes. Rats? What do you mean by rats? Let's stick some more stuff in there. We're not running as hot as I would like. We do need some more gas. Rats? I mean, catfish. Some people don't like it. They think that they're like they're almost like shrimp, like bottom feeders. I like them. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm above catfish. Like, no. If it tastes good, why not? Because on the other hand, you eat pork. If you eat pork, it's no, catfish is no worse. Pigs eat everything. So let's not judge. Let's not judge. You know. Oh, now we running hot. Now we good. That's enough fuel right there to get through. Let that oil heat up a little bit more. That thing's starting to percolate. It's starting to percolate. All right, let's head on in there. Come on. We want to run a little bit hotter. This thing's still getting up the temp. Still getting up the temp. We want a nice fry on this thing. We don't want to play games in here. And the sun going down, but we got light from the flame, right? Let's get that up in there. That kindling brought this fire back to life, didn't it? Damn. I don't know if this piece gonna fully fit in there. Yeah, got it. Chris, happy Easter. I appreciate you stopping by. Nice. If you haven't already, man, like I said, anybody just new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna get a lot more fun content coming, especially during the summer. This upcoming spring. Are we in spring yet? I think we're in spring already. We got a lot of stuff coming. I got a lot of stuff planned. We got a few pieces that don't look like we're gonna fit everything in here right now. No, we gotta do another small batch after this. But let's adjust this batch. Make some room in there. We might have room for the rest of it. Matter of fact, yeah, let's go on in there. We might got room. Come on. I think that was the last piece. I'm not trying to do another batch if I don't have to, right? All right. Look like everything is out of there. All right, it's the last batch. Let's go. All right, take off the glove now. Again, I want to know what y'all having for Easter meal. What is your Easter meal? Let's see if we can bust this in half. Can we get this in there? Probably not. That piece don't want to go. It's starting to burn. Look at that. Man. It's running just a little under temp. It's frying, but it's running a little under temp from where we wanted at. And we're running out of that dry firewood unless I'm gonna bust up a whole new log. So we got these logs that are dry. These logs right here are dry, but I wanted to save these for our Swedish log stoves and then burrow holes in the center and then burn, cook a nice little meal on it. But I mean, it's a little smaller than my preference as far as diameter, but this is all dry wood. You can see it's splitting. This is split dry wood. We could definitely knock some pieces off of here and get this fire a little hotter, but I don't want to have to bust this down if I don't have to. I'll save these pretty logs for another day. All right, maybe we can sneak this under there. Come on, fire. Plus, once I finish this batch, I want this fire going out. I don't want to sit here and burn this fire all night. I want to go in the house and eat. But it's not frying hot enough. Come on. This fire, I might have to bust it down. This fire flowing a little weak. It's a little bit weak. We got a natural split in the middle there. All right, let's get it. Didn't want to have to bust this thing down. Oh, my fish. Ugh. Come on, kindling. There we go. Now we might have to sneak this in there because it's just not frying hot enough. This last batch, and we got flame in there. You can see the flame in there. Ah, man. Well, anything go perfect in life. Don't plan on it. Not perfection. I don't need a roaring fire right now. I really don't. Man. On the last batch. Man, ain't that something? This is not my ideal fry right here. We had good fries on the other batch. But let's get a close up on the nuggets here too. Okay. Look at that. Fried catfish nuggets. Fried catfish fillets here. Beautiful fillets. We got 3 fillets right here. One, two, 3. And all these nuggets. This is all nice finger food right here. Nice. And that's how we looking on the inside. Beautiful flaky fish right there. So I'm gonna bring this in the house. This is finally gonna come up to temp. Look, now we got a nice fire going right there. I'm gonna put a fish back right here for visual appeal. Actually, let's check on this. Oh, man, this fry ain't that good right now. It's starting to get real hot now. Man, we needed more wood. We needed more wood. What would you like to see me cook on this wood burner stove here? It's an ancient wood burner stove. It's actually came with the house. I don't know if you see, if anybody was here in the beginning of the video, you seen like I took it apart and this is all rusted from being outside for, it's got probably decades. But it's got that front door on the front that opens up where you can put more wood in the bottom. So like I could have been feeding it from the side, but where I wanted the wood at, I wanted some of those bigger pieces, you know, coming towards the top, and it wouldn't go right trying to push all that into the front cavity there. All right, let's check on some of these pieces. We're starting to get somewhere. We probably due for a flip on a few of these. Okay. Hopefully it gets that nice fry towards the end. But we want this stuff nice and crispy. I don't want a nasty fry. When it's under temp, you ever fry something under temp? Let me know. An under temp fry is not good. That's a nasty fry. We don't need a nasty fry. So I'm gonna stop playing with it. I don't want to break up the fish too much, but I just want to see, make sure nothing's burning in there. But yeah. Now we got a nice fry on there. Not too much noise though. I mean, I hear it, but it's not too much noise. But you see, we bubbling and percolating. That fire going good now. Raging fire. All right. I don't know if anybody's putting in the chat what we having for dinner. Let's see what anybody's talking about. Happy Easter. Okay. Durandell, what's going on, man? I appreciate you stopping by. What you prepare, old rat? Old comment. Look, I done cook squirrel. I done knock squirrel in their head, skinned them, broke him apart, put him in the Instapot, then put him on pizza. I was trying to make them nice and tender, but I don't cook squirrel, so you can call them like tree rats. I don't care. It was free, actually. And the squirrels be like digging up my vegetables. They don't really eat the vegetables too much, but they might eat some of the fruit. The squirrel might like eating some of my fruit. I got fruit trees. I grow a lot of vegetables. I actually got another YouTube channel, Root Healthy Plants. You put it all together as one word, Root Healthy Plants. You'll see a lot of stuff we got going on. But it was on this channel that I caught the squirrel and put them on pizza. That's one of my videos. You can go back and look. I made squirrel pizza. So I'm not ashamed. You can call it rats, call it whatever you want. I took that squirrel out and I ate them. And same thing with the rabbit. Caught the rabbit in my yard. The rabbit like eating my vegetables. And took him out. I seen him in the yard. I'm like, that's one of the ones that's eating my vegetables. And I was in the front cooking on the grill. I was cooking a spatchcock chicken on the grill. Matter of fact, that grill right there, I was cooking spatchcock chicken, a whole chicken, cut in half, spatchcock chicken. And I seen that rabbit moving in the yard. What the hell? Went and got my, you know what? Caught him in the crosshairs. Pew! Took him right out. I put that video on there too. And I skinned him right there on the spot. Skin still warm and everything. Skinned him right there on the spot. Throw him on a grill right next to the spatchcock chicken. I spatchcocked the rabbit. Oh man, you can go back and watch that video too on this channel. Spatchcock rabbit, squirrel pizza. These are dishes I'm just making up. But I did it. I ain't ashamed. And I'm waiting to catch the groundhog back here. I caught one already. Was it last year or the year before? I took one down. But the groundhog stayed getting inside my vegetable and fruit enclosures and eating my food. They love my tomatoes. They don't really touch the peppers as much. but they love the tomatoes. They love the kale. They eat all the kale, the cabbage, lettuce, squash. I, actually, that one groundhog I took down, headshot, dropped him right there on the spot. He was in the middle of eating a butternut squash. Had to take him down, man. Those things have been eating my vegetables for years back here. And man, I just seen one today. He back there. So I got some real upgraded for him. So when they in the far back part of my yard, right in the crosshairs, they gone down. Got to catch them before they make more babies, which is probably too late. They usually make babies during the winter, and the babies come out during the spring, and that's when I'm like, oh man, 3 more, and they just grow up real fast, start gaining weight real fast before your eyes. You seeing like, oh, another generation that's going to terrorize you. These groundhogs have been terrorizing me for years, almost like I rent the property from them, right? Or the mortgage or whatever. All right, so we looking a little bit better now. Feeling a lot more crispy now. That crisp one before just wasn't a crisp; it was kind of soft. But we getting ready to come out of this with the crispness on there. I want to be able to run my tongues across there, and you hear that cling, cling, cling. Yeah, that's what I want. But we getting ready to end this live soon because it's getting dark out here. And I gotta go make room because I'm not about to put that catfish on top of this catfish with that little bit of oil dripping while we still got the fresh crisp on these. So I'm gonna go in the house, go get another container. But it's the gist of it, man. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. This was cool. I'll do more videos of cooking outside, cooking over the wood burning stove or a Swedish log or whatever it may be. I'll make some real good meals. And yeah, I got a lot more wood to chop. I got so many cords of wood to cut, and I just stacked it. So before I sign off on this live, I'm gonna show y'all what I just did last night. I was stacking all the wood. Let me take the camera off of here. Stacking that up real nice. And we got more to come. Got more to come. A lot more to come. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all on the next one.